All right, my love, let's talk time commitment. This is a thing that folks often get pretty anxious about, like, will I have time to do it? The answer is categorically yes. Hear me out. Literally everything in the program is recorded. Literally everything. Every single call we have is recorded and is shared on our the private server for this group. And so you can't miss anything, right? And I point to this woman who did the Anchored program, I think it was 2020. And I said to the group, like, just because I'm coaching you for 6 months and like the container is 6 months, doesn't mean you have to take 6 months to do the program. And she took me quite literally when I said, take the syllabus, right? Look at the syllabus says how many minutes each lesson is, parse it out, spread it out. And she spread it out over almost 2 years to make it work. She was working full time outside the home. She was a new mom. She was going to grad school. She had a lot on her plate, right? And she wanted to do the work of Anchored at her own pace. And it is set up to not just support that, but to encourage that. You do it your way, baby. It's really important, right? And so she spread it out and she made her own syllabus that had the 6 month program spread out over almost 2 years. And if you want to do that, there's a really easy system in place where you come into the community where everyone gathers constantly and you say, hey, babes, I am making Anchored not a 6 month program, but 9 months, 12 months, 18, 24 months. Who's with me? You're going to find someone who's going to say, that's amazing. Sign me up. Let's do long Anchored together. Incredible, right? So, that said, if you want to keep up the pace that the program, like the pace of the program with, or if you want to be doing week 3 when the group is doing week 3 and week 13 when the group is doing week 13, I would set aside a minimum of an hour a week. And I would prioritize coming to or watching the live coaching calls. Every single coaching call is recorded and shared to the group. And the beauty of group coaching is that whether you're getting coached or someone else is getting coached, you can learn so much about yourself because everyone in the program is coming for the same reasons, because we are awash in these kind of painful thoughts and are ready to do the work to live a different way. So I would set aside at least 1 hour a week for Anchored, and then another hour over the course of the entire week. So you can listen to the modules, do the somatic movement practices, and write out your written thought. If you have more time, there's always something else to dig into. There's podcast pairings, there's journaling prompts, there's worksheets. Oh my God, the worksheets are beautiful. Really nice designer worked on those. There's always something that you can dive into. If you have a third hour or a fourth hour in your week, bare minimum, 1 hour a week for live coaching calls, download everything else, right? And then the week of the month when we're doing breath work, set aside 60 to 90 minutes for that practice, to do the practice and then come to integration. That's delightful. Just to say it, we do the practice in about 45, 50 minutes, and then we have integration because all this deep work is only as powerful as our capacity to integrate it, to make it a real part of our life. And that is to learn the lesson and then take that lesson out into our lives, right? Make them applicable, make them something we are really, really using to change our lives. Everything's recorded. There's no urgency here. Everything is there for you. There is no chance of missing out. No FOMO needed. Just show up and do the absolute best you can to take care of you and support you through Anchored. Make it through the amount of material you can make it through. And the rest, know that you've got it. You've got it saved. You can come back to it whenever you are ready on your own time. Anchored is really about you getting to know you, your capacity, your limits, your boundaries, your wants, your needs, your desires, your safety. So what better way to take that from like an intellectual exercise to like boots on the ground, like a real freaking thing, than to set your own limits around how you're going to engage with the program. It's a beautiful object lesson and it's available, right? So don't stress it. You've got time for Anchored. I promise. We've had residents. We've had someone who is shooting a movie at the same time. We've had high level White House folks. We've had some busy. We had a mama of 10. Mama of 10. That woman's incredible. I love her. I love everyone in Anchor. But my point is, if these women can do it, I have trust and faith that you can, even if you don't. I'll hold the faith for you.